Alright kids, what I wanted to talk about now is different types of chemical reactions. There's 5 of them. The first one and the second one are probably the simplest. You have synthesis. I should probably do this right. Let's see. I'm not pushing a button. There we go. Fixed it. Come on. Come on. 30, 40 seconds in. This is grand. Alright. Well, back to it. Synthesis. In these kinds of reactions, you'll have small components joining together to make something more complex. Something larger and more complex. So an example of this would be, coming straight off of page 11 of the Unit 6 workbook, would be if you had phosphorus plus oxygen coming together to give us P4O10. And if we wanted to balance this real quick, throw a 5 there, put a 4 here, and it's nice and balanced. But you see we have 2 small pieces coming together to make something larger. Another way to look at this is A plus B yields AB. The next type of reaction is going to be a decomposition reaction. Whenever I see that, I think of what happens to organic matter when it dies. It breaks down. So a complex molecule or complex compound breaks down to simpler pieces. An example of this would be HGO. Actually, let me go ahead and give myself some more space. Plus O2. No, I'm sorry. I'm getting mixed up. HGO yields Hg plus O2. And if we balance that real quick, we would want to put a 2 as a coefficient there, and put a 2 as a coefficient there, and boom, we're balanced. In a decomposition reaction, you'll only have one reactant and multiple products, whereas in a synthesis reaction, you'll have multiple reactants and one product. Another way to put this is AB yields A plus B. Next up, we have a moving screen, but next up, we have, come on, there we go. Extend the page. Next up, we will have single replacement reactions. So an example with this one would be, you know what, I'm getting out of order. Basically what happens is an element come on hands, let's follow my words, an element replaces another element within a compound. So my example for this, which I'll begin writing now for the first time, is Cl2 plus NaBr yields NaCl plus Br2. Then if I want to balance it, I put a 2 there and a 2 here, and that should make it balanced. Another way to put this would be A plus BC yields B plus AC. So in this case, chlorine, being a nonmetal, took the place of bromine, another nonmetal in this ionic bond, which are typically the types of bonds that you're going to see this happening in. There's one element being replaced. The next type, give myself some more room, is very similar. This is called a double replacement. Hey guys, sometimes there are things you have to learn to let go. Like if you start writing something in the wrong color, just let it go. It's not that important. What's that you say? I just did that? Well, do as I say, not as I do. Double replacement reactions, you will see portions of two different compounds trading places. Y'all should leave a comment below if you're watching this the day of the test. Or not. Whatever. I'm not your boss. Here's an example. Barium chloride plus NaSO4 yields sodium chloride plus barium sulfate. And not balanced, so you have two chlorines over here. Slap a 2 right here. Means you have to have a 2 here. And this is gonna throw me off my game. Let me see. 2 sodiums, 2 chlorines. Now you have 2 of those, which means I have to put a 2 here. I have 2 bariums, but I have 4 I'll work on this. This will take more time than I want to spend live in a video. C'est la vie. It happens. Sometimes you take more time on something, but you don't want to waste time as well. See, even I struggle with this stuff sometimes, and I have to do the work. And it takes time. Another way to write this would be AB plus CD yields AD plus CB. In this case, the barium and the sodium traded places, so the sodium will replace the barium, barium replaces the sodium. There's one more type of reaction that I want to talk about real quick. This is my favorite, and you'll understand why. It is the combustion reaction. In a combustion reaction, a fuel, that's not how you spell it. Typically some kind of carbon chain, so C something, CHO with some kind of subscripts, or some kind of C and H subscript thing. Something along those lines will react with oxygen to produce carbon dioxide and water. Now, I actually did this reaction when I popped off that coffee can. What happened was we had CH4 plus 2O2 yields CO2 plus 2H2O. The thing to look for in these kinds of reactions are the oxygen in the reactants and carbon dioxide and water as products. Those are the telltale signs that you have a combustion reaction. Well, guys, I hope this helped, and please like and subscribe for more great science videos.